Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. People often ask me that how is it that despite all the ups and downs, despite all the issues that can plague a human being, and so do they plague me, I'm able to resist, face challenges without succumbing to some higher authority or before I become psychotic. What is that makes one mentally strong? All human beings reach a critical point in life when the mental strength is tested. It can be a toxic friend, a toxic relation, a toxic workplace, dead-end job, or bad health, whatever. But whatever the challenge be, you have to see things through new lens. Take decisive action if you want to move through and bulldoze your way through the problem. You have to cross the Rubicon. And if you remember the origin of the proverb crossing the Rubicon, it was cutting with a sword. Cut the guardian off and crossing the Rubicon, both basically proverbs imply taking decisive action. But can people take action? It's quite challenging to be mentally strong. And it's only the mental strength that sets one apart from the crowd, where others see obstacles, and unpassable barriers. The mentally strong people see them challenges and overcome those challenges. And too many people think that mistaken belief they have, that mental strength comes from a gift of a God and is unteachable. No, it's not. Mental strength is under your control, and essentially mental strength is a matter of emotional intelligence, or emotional quotient, IQ and now EQ. Intelligence quotient is always there, but then if you have emotional quotient, you'll be strong. Now, decades of research have proved that EQ is a critical factor that sets apart the stars from the pack. You can be a part of the rat race and you have not high EQ. The connection is so strong that 90% of the top performers are very high EQ. It affects your behavior, enables you to navigate social complexities and make personal decisions. The beauty is that EQ is a flexible spirit and a skill basically which can be taught and improved with effort. You can always improve your EQ by copying the habits of emotionally intelligent people. Copy them, emulate them. First, find out what they do and what they don't do. So I'm going to talk to you about today some obstacles which you can avoid and be mentally strong. The first is don't stay in the comfort zone. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional quotient, and crossing that confine of self-awareness isn't comfortable. You cannot increase your EQ without pushing yourself further. Push yourself further, and wonder whether you could do things differently. It is hard, but every great action is hard. So the first thing is, when the people say, this is not my comfort zone, don't be in the comfort zone. And if you're not in the comfort zone, you'll be happy. Second, Don't give in to the fear. Fear is the black godmother of all damnable things. If you don't have fear, you'll be able to perform much better. The fear doesn't have to come from something as extreme as rushing into a building on fire. It can be fear of public speaking. It can be fear of going on a limb for a promotion. And if you use fear as an excuse not to do something, you're already lost. It is not that emotionally strong people, emotionally intelligent people are not afraid, but they fight the fear and defeat it. Thirdly, don't stop believing in yourself. The most important thing, as I said, is have faith in yourself and don't give up. Believe in yourself. When the people say, well, it happens to anybody, well, things can happen to anybody. I'm sick, so, and if everybody falls sick, so what? No. Let everybody fall sick. Why should I fall sick? So, have your goal there like a pole star. Concentrate on that. And when somebody tells you, you will never be able to do that, then regard that as a worthless opinion, which most probably it is. When the people talk to you, that okay, it's a human nature to fail, so why bother? No. It's also human nature to turn failure into a success. So don't stop believing in yourself. Believe yourself to be the ultimate in capabilities. Then don't beg for attention. You know, people who beg for attention are needy. They're basically beggars. Don't be a beggar. Let people realize that you have something to give. Whether it's your capability, knowledge, experience, sense of dress, way of talking, ambition, whatever. Beauty, capability to express, all in that. So don't care about what the people think, and don't crave for their attention. People don't like you, so what? At least you like yourself, and that's more important. Now, some people might say that I'm advocating that you should be narcissist. Maybe, to some extent, yes, narcissism is a must. Then don't act like a jerk. Jerks are unhappy. Jerks are insecure. They act like that because they don't have the emotional quotient to behave like decent beings. So, and secondly, place high value on relationships. But then, not the toxic relationships that I've talked earlier, you know. If a relationship is toxic, leave it. But whatever you have, concentrate on that, value it, nurture it. Then don't hold a grudge. You get angry, learn to ignore. I don't say forget. I didn't say forgive. Don't forgive. Don't forget. But just ignore it. You are passing by, a bug catches your cloth. You just brush it off. That's it. So, the best thing is ignore. The negative emotion of holding on to the grudge is a strange response. It causes stress. Excuse me. And stress can cause hundreds of issues. Then, one more important. A man is known by the company he keeps is a verb. But not only that, a man is not only known, but is accepted by the company. So don't hang around with the negative people. Negative people are bad news. They wallow in their problems and fail to focus on the solution. They want people to join their pity party. I've seen on the Facebook now people are doing the watch parties. As if they are watching XYZ, others should also watch it. It is, basically, and some people, emulate that and make pity parties. I'm bad, so you should also be bad. I'm sad, you should also be sad. No. Those people basically, when they organize pity parties and want you to join the pity parties, are putting off their load on your shoulders. I don't want to listen to the troubles of those people with whom I have toxic relationship. Yes, if a relationship of mine, if a friend of mine is suffering, or if any even unknown person is suffering, if I can do, I'll help to remove that suffering. But I will not degrade myself to that association of pitying myself and him. No. I would help, I would assist, I would have empathy. But I would have a certain distant relationship. People often listen to the negative people because they don't want to be rude or callous. But then, as I said, there's a very fine line between being empathetic, between feeling, between being sympathetic, and getting drawn into the problem. Avoid getting drawn. Set your limits. Think this way. If a person were smoking, would you sit with him and inhale the secondhand smoke? They say secondhand smoke and third-hand smoke are very harmful. So is this second-hand valuing in pity. And valuing in pity, self-pity or pity of others, is like a pig valuing in mud. Don't be a pig. And don't wallow in mud. Then don't feel sorry for yourself. Things happen. You can break a limb. You can fall sick. Your wife, your husband can leave you. You can lose a job. The fire can devastate your house. In spite of that, don't feel sorry for yourself. It's annoying. Other things are annoying. They're troublesome. But shift your locus of control outside yourself. Feeling sorry for yourself means you are a helpless victim of circumstances. Emotionally intelligent people feel sorry for themselves because it means giving up their power of intelligence, and coming down a level. No, that's not done. So don't feel sorry for yourself. Yes, it's an issue. Troubles come, but then they're part of life. Mostly don't feel entitled. Emotionally intelligent people believe that the world is a meritocracy. The cream rises to the top. And if somebody else has risen to the top, it's because they must have deserved it. And many people, even if they don't deserve, but so what? But you try to deserve and earn what you deserve. It's only people who lack emotional quotient feel entitled. Well, I'm so and so. I remember a very good story, Some idiot who felt himself entitled went, talked to a person, to a bank teller. And the bank teller, it was in India, and wasn't bothered about him. He said, please wait. He said, do you know who I am? As if he's a god. Anyway, the bank teller was a very intelligent girl. She stood up, looked around, and said, hey, anybody knows this gentleman? He seems to be lost. So people who seek entitlements are often lost people. Ignore them and don't be a part of that group. I mean, I've seen people rushing to show that they're important. This show of importance, this show of entitlement is bad. Then don't close your mind. Keep an open mind. for new information, for new knowledge, for a new opinion. Typically, if they're against you, I always welcome criticism, not the personal result. I mean, you might have seen that somebody criticizes me personally, I don't take it. That is, I just throw them. But difference of opinion is welcome because it enhances even my base of information. So don't feel threatened by new things. Open to the new knowledge, new information, new ideas. Maybe you will be better. And don't let anybody limit your joy. You are feeling happy. People say, oh, okay, it's okay. Emotionally intelligent people always feel happy and good about what they have done. Don't let anybody's other's opinion dampen your joy and happiness. You have achieved something, you have a right to feel that joy. You have right to feel gratified and satisfied and happy at your achievement. The no-sayers have no business putting the dirty nose in your joy. Ignore them. Ignore them with the contempt they deserve. It's impossible to turn off the reactions of others about you, but you can ignore them. And don't be jealous. If others are going, okay, they might be more capable, fine. There are 7 million people in the world. If you are in the top 1%, that's okay. I mean, when I remember CNN called me 1 in a million, I was very happy. But I was happy on one side, on the other side. I was extremely glad. And some people say, well, if you are not 1 in a billion, there are people who are number 1 in billion, the richest people. Fine, yes. But at least I'm 1 in a million, according to CNN. And most important, don't live in the past. I did this. My father did. No, what you are doing, that's present. And present is most important. The past is your building block. The present is our reality. So don't dwell in the past. The success lies in your ability to rise in the race of failure. I was very successful in my last post, in my last job. But does that sustain you? No. So cross that. Improving your emotional intelligence is the single most important thing you can do to become a better person. And these are the 13 pitfalls that you can avoid. And you can do it with determination, with effort, and by practicing what I have taught you. I'm sure you have enjoyed it and you are going to endeavor, work hard to be a better person. Thank you.